E.N.D here. The Aetherspark is the ultimate prize of the Kirapur Grand Prix, desired by every racer who dares to compete. Its immense value drives everyone to risk everything in this dangerous and high-stakes race. The Aetherspark is an artifact containing an artificial planeswalker spark created by Ishkari Bindra, an inventor and ether specialist. The device can, in theory, grant any user planeswalking abilities. For 4 generic mana, the Aetherspark will enter the battlefield with 4 loyalty counters. It's a planeswalker, but at the same time a legendary artifact equipment. As long as the Aetherspark is attached to a creature, the Aetherspark can't be attacked and has, whenever equipped creature deals combat damage during your turn, put that many loyalty counters on it. +1. Attach the Aetherspark to up to 1 target creature you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. -5. Draw 2 cards. -10. Add 10 mana of any one color. But how do you play the Aetherspark? Let's build our battlefield and let's put in play 2 creatures, the infamous Cruel Claw and a Manifold Mouse. And let's cast the Aetherspark. The Aetherspark is a normal planeswalker spell, therefore when casted it will go on the stack. There can be a counter, there can be a response, nothing happens and the Aetherspark will hit the battlefield. Scenario 1. Attached. As the Aetherspark is a planeswalker but at the same time a legendary artifact equipment, once it hits the battlefield it will be just a planeswalker with no equip abilities and can be directly attacked. +1. I will attach the Aetherspark to one of my creatures. My creature will get a +1/+1 counter and my Aetherspark will go to 5 loyalty counters. Attach it. My infamous Cruel Claw will get a +1/+1 counter and the Aetherspark will be at 5. Scenario 2. Attack or block. Once the Aetherspark is attached to one of my creatures, I can use that creature to attack or block while benefiting from the Aetherspark power. However, it's best to focus on offense rather than defense, as whenever equipped creature deals combat damage during your turn, you will add that many loyalty counters to the Aetherspark. It's my combat phase. Manifold Mouse will give double strike to my infamous Cruel Claw. My infamous Cruel Claw has menace and double strike. I will swing. My opponent doesn't block and I will deal 8 damage to my opponent. Aetherspark will get 8 loyalty counters. And that's 13. If my creature is destroyed during the game, for example by a spell like Go for the Throat, the Aetherspark will remain on the battlefield. However, it will be exposed and unequipped until I reattach it to another creature. Scenario 3. Unattached. If the Aetherspark remains unattached, my opponent can directly attack it as a normal planeswalker, so be aware and try not to keep the Aetherspark exposed and unattached. Scenario 4. Remove or destroy. Once on the battlefield, there are various ways you can use to destroy or remove the Aetherspark. First, attack it. As discussed, if the Aetherspark remains unattached, any opponent can directly attack it and destroy it, but only if it's not attached to a creature. Second, destroy target planeswalker. Spells like Hero's Downfall or Get Lost can target and destroy the Aetherspark, even if it's attached. Third, destroy target artifact. Spells like Abrade can target and destroy the Aetherspark because, apart from being a planeswalker, it's also an artifact. Fourth, exile. Spells like Leyline Binding can target and exile the Aetherspark. Fifth, burn. Any spell like Shock or Lightning Bolt that has to any target can target the Aetherspark. So that's how you play the Aetherspark, a spell, a planeswalker, an artifact equipment that can go in any deck out there. As always, subscription button is here. Subscribe for my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering
and the collectible. I'm out.